Media. Luke Kelly, your line is now live.
Hey Charlie, Luke from Empire Universe Podcast. How are you doing so far?
Oh, I'm good, thank you, mate. How are you?
Not too good. No,
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding with you. I'm good.
That's all right. That's all right.
So like originally you were supposed to fight Gavin Hughes.
Yep.
And you pretty much had 15 days to prepare for Ben. Any similarities or opponents that made it easier to transition and prepare for this fight?
You know what? I've had quite a long career, and I've learned over that period that you can't focus too much on your opponent, because a few things happen. One, obviously, like this happens, someone pulls out at last minute and you've had a late replacement. And two, I find that fighters improve and they progress and stuff. So they're not always the same fighter that you've been watching all that time and things like that. So I feel like I progress each fight and I've changed. So all I do is focus on what I want to improve on and where I go in my fights. And that way, it doesn't matter who the opponent is. It doesn't matter what happens or if anything falls out last minute. I'm always prepared, or I feel like I'm 100% prepared for a fight to fight anyone. So,
Good luck on Friday.
thank you very much.
Bobby, go ahead.
Hi, Charlie. Bobby from MMA UK. Your last fight was back in October of 2020, so just shy of a year. I think 2 days shy come the event.
Yeah, 2 days, yeah.
Your opponent has fought 3 times in 2021. Do you feel like your opponent's activity throughout the year could be something that works against you, or are you going to be going in there without losing a step?
I think I've made improvements over the year. Don't get me wrong, having the year out has been hard, but I feel like I've actually used the time quite well to make improvements, train sensibly and getting some real high level training in with just pros and stuff like that, some of the good guys. So I feel like I haven't really missed a step. I did see that my opponent looked like he'd retired after his last fight. So I think he's already possibly looking for a way out. He was looking to retire. So I'm just going to prove that I'm levels above him and make him realise that's why he was retiring.
Lovely. Be cheering for you, mate. Enjoy.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Donna, go ahead.
Hey, Charlie, how's it going?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
Is there any part of you that's a little bit disappointed that obviously Kiefer went and lost his last fight and now has been released from Bellator? Is there a little part of you that's a bit sad that you're not able to do that rematch? Because, of course, I thought it was a fair stoppage, but a lot of people didn't.
I mean, I'm a bit disappointed that I haven't had the momentum off of that fight, because I felt like it was a great fight. It was really exciting. It was a good win for me. But I mean, I've got closure on that. I feel like I won the fight quite convincingly. So I'm not worried about the rematch or anything like that. I'm just focused on progressing myself and getting a good win streak going for Bellator and trying to break into that top 10.
Of course, the inactivity is tough, and you were out for a long while. If you get a good win here, is there a chance you might try to force your way, maybe a late replacement fight or something, onto this Dublin card in a month and a half's time?
Mate, every chance. Do you know what I mean? If I can come out of this fight unscathed, then there's no reason why I can't be an alternate or step in. Like I say, the Pitbull fight was one that I was asking for beforehand. So either Quealy or Pitbull drop out, there's always a chance I'll step in. But I don't think you can look too far ahead. I've got Benjamin on Friday night, and I could win convincingly, but get hurt and it doesn't happen anyway. So I've just got to focus on getting the win on Friday night, and that's all that matters right now.
Jay, go ahead.
Charlie, welcome back. The Crosbie fight was mentioned once or twice now, and I'm just wondering if you saw your own profile change after that, given he was a fairly well-known figure, and at the time he'd only had the one loss.
Yeah. To start with, yes, I think the lockdowns and stuff like that absolutely just killed it again. It sent me into a bit of a depression, to be honest, because I felt like I was just starting to get some recognition. I was having a lot of interviews. Things was progressing, and then all of a sudden we got locked down again, and it kind of just put me on the back burner. Everyone forgot about it. Crosbie went and fought again, and no one's really talking about me anymore. So I felt like it had started, but I think I've got to go out there and prove that I'm up there in this fight, and everyone will remember that then.
You talk about that bit of depression during the lockdown with your momentum kind of derailing. What was key to getting through that, and how impacted were you in terms of even training camp for this fight?
For this fight, it was okay. I was back in shape and training pretty well for this fight. I've had one of the lads was fighting a few months ago, so I was helping him prepare and stuff like that. So I wasn't too bad for this fight. But over Christmas and the New Year, it impacted me badly, really badly. I was depressed, got out of shape, bit fed up. I'm pretty much like everyone, I think. But just having my family there, my wife, my 2 kids and stuff, helped me through it, and obviously made me realise I need to knuckle down and get back in shape and push and make this worthwhile. My coaches and my team are always a massive help. They drag me out of any sticky situations and depressions and stuff quite easily. And getting back on the mats again was superb. I mean, the trouble was we'd got locked down for a while, and then it was the pros were allowed to train, but the gym that we train at had shut and wouldn't let us train there. So we was lucky that one of our guys, Martin Hudson, had got a place in High Wycombe. So it was a lot of travelling, a lot of hard work, a lot of hours put in to get the training in, but it was well worth it because, like I say, I got a lot of high level pro training in, got to concentrate on what I wanted to improve on, and I feel like I've done that in massive amounts.
Well, good to see you back. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you very much. Cheers, mate.
Kobe, go ahead.
Hi, Charlie. Kobe from Pro Sports Podcasters in Canada. I'm just wondering if you feel like you're back to where you were before the lockdown, or do you feel like you've improved since then?
I know. I feel like I've improved. I really do feel like I've improved. I thought I was doing well before the lockdown. Like I say, I'd gone into a bit of a downward spiral, but since then, since like the new year, I've been really pushing hard to make improvements in my whole aspect of my game. Do you know what I mean? Not only in the training aspect and one situation, but the training, the recovery, the food, everything. I've been trying to make improvements, and I feel like I've done that. I feel great right now. I can't wait for Friday night and just to show everyone how much more improvements I've made.
That's great. Looking forward to your fight, buddy.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Andreas, go ahead.
Hey Charlie, this is Andreas speaking from Fighting DE. Your opponent, Benjamin Brenda, is well known in the German-speaking MMA scene. What do you know about the German-speaking market? Is there anything in particular you know?
Not really, mate. Not much at all.
Okay, maybe he can show you something about the German-speaking scene then. Have you watched any tape on him already?
You know what? The only tape I'd really seen was the Chris Bungard fight, because he fought Chris Bungard after I fought him. So I'd watched that fight, but I don't think that's a true reflection on how he performs and stuff, because he'd taken that last minute as well. And Bungard's a high level guy, you know what I mean? But I haven't seen that much tape on him. I'm expecting an in shape all round martial artist. I think he's decent everywhere. If you look at his record, he's a dangerous guy. He only fought a few weeks ago, so he's going to be in shape. It's not like he's just coming straight off the couch. So I'm expecting the best Benjamin Brenda that there's been, and I'm expecting a tough fight.
Well, and in addition to that, there's no such thing as MMA mathematics, right? So
Exactly that.
Yeah. What kind of fight do you expect?
I expect him to try and keep it standing. I'm expecting him to try and counter my aggressive style, but I think I'm just going to be too much for him everywhere. Do you know what I mean? I think I overwhelm him by the middle of the fight. I think he's going to have had enough.
Rahul, go ahead. Rahul? All right, we'll move on here. Next up is Ty.
Hello, you alright, mate?
Hello, mate. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. So, what have you learnt from your last fight with Kiefer Crosbie?
What have I learned?
Yeah.
Not to get hit by his left hook. He's probably one of the good ones. No, I think I've learned more mentally as well. I think from that, I think I've got to believe in myself a little bit more. I think I've got to stick to my boxing and stuff like that a little bit. I think I was getting my jab off and stuff against Kiefer, and I just started shutting the distance a little bit too early. That's when letting him catch me with that shot. And like I say, mentally wise, I've got to just believe in myself and have a little bit more confidence in myself.
Last one here, Ronald.
This is Ron D. Smith from Getting Real. Charlie, I just want to walk back to on how you were so open about explaining about where you were earlier last year during your depression.
Yeah.
And a lot of athletes and more people don't feel like athletes should be so open about these feelings, about what they feel through it. So why are you so comfortable allowing yourself to be so open about where you once were back when?
You know what? I think it's a dangerous road to go on if you are bottling stuff up and hiding it away. I think everyone should be more open, and if you're having a bad time, talk about it. And there's people that are there to help you all the time. Like I say, my family, my team, they're always there to drag me out of trouble and keep me. And I don't mean like trouble as in like criminal trouble or anything like that, but mentally it's troubling and things. And I think there's this stigma around, especially about with fighting, where you should be the tough guy, you shouldn't let this go, and you shouldn't let people know about that. But I think it's a tough mental sport as well. And if you don't talk about it sometimes and you don't open up about it, it's hard for you. Do you know what I mean? It's a downward spiral. And if I can help one person by talking and letting them know that I was depressed and it's difficult, but you can come out of it, I help one person with that, then that's great. If I keep it quiet and don't say anything, then I don't help anyone, do I? Not even myself. So.
All right, Charlie. Thanks very much for the time.